Hi guys, this is the reading for Aquarius for the month of May 2017. I hope everybody's doing good. You had a fantastic April. So I'm going to do these readings a little bit different for the monthly. Try to be a little more thorough, get a little more detail for you guys in different areas. We're going to try to cover relationships, work, and home. Everything kind of intertwines, in life. What happens at work usually affects your home and relationships. What happens at home usually affects your relationships. And in relationships, those could be with coworkers, parents, siblings. Relationships come in all forms, right? So let's get into it here and see what we got. So for relationships, you guys are feeling the Eight of Swords, which is quite burdensome, mentally you feel trapped. And this is all in your mind. You can see that here with the Page of Pentacles. There's no surprise there. Aquarius really get logical or analytical. They don't really let the emotions flow through. And it might be because you might have a lot of competition for you. You're a lot of people are coming at you. A lot of choices. And I feel like you guys are on a new beginning. Like you're freshly coming out of a relationship, some of you guys. So you really need to focus on self. This is Taurus season. We're still in it. So really focus on things Taurus like. So like your home, your foundations, and foundations in yourself. There's conditioning happening that comes through this month in everybody's reading. So my energies are directed towards self. I don't really pick up on people's surroundings. I could, but I choose not to. Because again, like I said, my energies are directed towards self. Universal. So soul level, I guess you could say, like what's needed, and what's needed, unfortunately in life is for us to recognize things in ourselves and for us to make the decisions and the choices, not for people around us to determine our outcomes. That is our choice. And in order for us to do that, like people talk about the law of attraction, and that's energy. So the energy that your mind exerts is going to attract that. So if you're confused about what you're looking for in a relationship, you're going to be attracting a lot of people. You need to start fresh in your relationship sector, which is like talking about self. You have pentacles here. So conditioning. And conditioning, unfortunately, happens from childhood, surroundings, people around us. And in order for us to know what we want, we have to really learn who we are, what we want. So there's a YouTube channel called The School of Life. I highly recommend it because I cannot do the work for you guys. The work is all done by self, right? If we want things, we can't sit around and wait. We can't sit around and look for answers in other people, and we have the answers. We know what's best. We need to figure it out. We each have our own journey and our own destination and our own mission in life, and everybody is an individual, so what you need is going to be personal to you. So you need to do the work to find it. I don't know what you guys, type of conditioning you had, or, I do study, I have certifications in a lot of psychology and marketing and, human behavior and stuff like that. I also study science and things like that. I don't really, that's the Aquarius in me. The Mars and Venus mad scientist, they're really good psychologists too. They Aquarius need their time to be creative in their even if you have a strong Aquarius in you, rising, moon, Venus and Mars, that's a really strong Aquarius energy. A lot of people, I can come off as an Aquarius. People that do know astrology usually ask me because I'm so quirky and weird, right? And I talk about quantum mechanics and stuff like that. I'm very awkward when I meet people. I don't have small talk skills, we'll say, people often don't know what to say to me, and I often don't know what to say to them, but also I pick up on people's energies, so I can tell their intentions, and that's because my mind is clear, right? I now know the energy I want, so I can sense the energies that are coming at me. So the School of Life is a YouTube channel that has Timbit videos on it that will give you the information needed in love and self-love, understanding why people can be snobs. You know, there's a video on that, how to handle that. You know, like this is stuff you're gonna have to find on your own, and it's homework. That's your homework. Well, life gives us homework all the time. The energies that are going to come in and help you in relationships is this Queen of Pentacles, and she's very earthy, very loving, very nurturing. She gives people, she looks at them and sees what they need, and then gives it to them in the material realm, you know? So like for me, I have a Virgo rising. I'm giving you guys the School of Life, that information. That's information that's going to help you guys in the physical world create a healthier home, a healthier work, a healthier mindset, and you guys are going to start manifesting the things that you need. But this is for you singles. Really focus on yourself. I wouldn't really go out there. I mean, some of you guys might have your eye on this Queen of Pentacles. She's got this beside her. She might need some time to figure things out on her own, or if it's a man, he might need some time to just to get his mind clear right now. I think Aquarius is yourself. You might need some time to get it clear. If you're in relationships, this is going out and doing earthly stuff with your spouse and your children. Yeah, see? Holding on. You guys can't hold on anymore to the old way of thinking. You know, you got to cut through it. You might not like it. Some of those things on that channel you might not like hearing. You know, because it's recognizing stuff in yourself. And I assure you, I've done all these steps, you know. Like, I'm giving you, nothing that I say to you is that I don't practice, you know. I try to practice what I preach. And I want you guys to manifest what you want, you know. Like, and in order to do that, you got to do the work for it. I can't do it for you. You know, again, I wish I could. If I could, I'd be going around like Oprah. You get a free mind. You get a free mind. You know, like, I can't do that. You have to free your mind, but then you get to go around and give that information to somebody else and be like, you get a free mind. You know, like, we could all be Oprah. You know, like, and Aquarius, you guys can really get through people. You know, like, but you can't hold on to things anymore. You know, like, it's got to change. Inwards. This is material. This is self. At work, what do we got? You guys are feeling, well, like yourselves. You're quite logical. You're quite you're very strong in your opinions, your senses. You might have some problems at work, but this is what it's saying. What you need to do is get passionate about your work, right? You need to find that passion, that drive, right? Like, you gotta find out what that is. You might really be going through something at work that you got to push through, and you need to avoid gossip and stuff like that. If that's happening, definitely avoid gossip. People are competing around you. You just need to stay focused and true to yourself. The energies that are coming in is worry and anxiety, and that may be from your surroundings, you know, causing that, which is, again, we're coming back to like the School of Life, going to that, finding the stuff you need to get your mind clear, so this isn't happening. Yeah. So what not to do is move away. If you're thinking of quitting a job, don't do that yet, right? Like, you need to really figure out yourself first before you can make these decisions about work and what you really want. Because I think some of you guys don't know what you really want right now, and you really need to be comfortable with yourself and know who you are. Your passion, you need to find your passion. You know, like, don't make any irrational decisions about moving. Some of you guys might be traveling a lot, and this could be taking a toll on you guys, so also rest. Oh, okay, well, I pulled that out too early, but it's okay. Alright, so what you're feeling at home is, well, you guys are feeling really defensive at home, so it's important that where you're living right now, you maybe do some cleansing, like clearing out moving furniture around, making it comfortable for you, repainting, painting the walls a color that you find soothing towards yourself, you know, like relaxing, really making, because if you're traveling a lot, you need to really make sure that your home is like a hotel for you, you know, like it's comforting, it's nurturing. The energies that you need to do is, it's a Fool, it's starting over again, new opportunity, you know, like, again, these are energies that are gonna come in, so they haven't happened yet. So like, for those of you that do check out and do your homework, the School of Life, this is going to create great positive changes for you guys, because what you need to be aware of is the decision, and I think this is going to give you a lot of anxiety, and don't be forced into a decision. What not to do here is the Knight of Wands, and he can be, it is Sagittarius, but Aries, Leo, it's a Sagittarius card, but he can be rash, like, he can move too quickly. Sometimes he doesn't think about the consequences. He just sees what he wants and he goes after it. He also can be too fun, like too much fun, like, because this is younger, right? This isn't a queen or a king, so he can be concerned about the too much passion in life and the fun things. So some of you guys, it's separated, all right, from your partner, and you have kids, and it's, you know, like you get custody or whatever. You might be trying to make up with your kids for the separation by buying them too many gifts, taking them out, doing too much fun things, and they could be acting out, and you really need to get control over that, right? Like, because you can't buy their love, right? Like, your children, and they don't want gifts. I can tell you that right now. Your children don't want gifts. They want time. Time is the most precious, valued gift in life, you know? Like, they want you here in the present, you know? Like, what happened yesterday is the past. You know, what's going to happen tomorrow is the future. But today is a present, you know? Like, and like, it's a gift, a present. That's why it's called a present, you know? Like, you need to really focus on, I want to see. Yeah, it's children. See? It's the children. Yeah, you really need to focus on boundaries. There's a sense of boundaries here too, right? Your children might be pushing your boundaries. You need to get creative with your children, sit down, spend quality time instead of buying them gifts. Sit down, do some paintings with them. What else can you do? You can make pizza dough together. Everybody can make their own little personal pizzas. They get to put their own sauces on it, help you make the dough. Things like that. Those are memories. You know, buying them a toy car, that's not a memory. That's an item, you know? And what do you do with items? Eventually they have no value. And what has value? Memories. Memories do, right? Again, yeah, a choice, a decision. You might have a decision to move. Oh, that's, yeah, again. Oh, I'm gonna pull out. Ooh, it's a choice. That's all that's happening is a choice for you guys at work. Really get yourself centered, focused, clear that mind out, get some of that conditioning gone. It's really gonna help you get centered and focused with what you really want. This is saying don't move too quickly on a decision here, guys. Okay, like, you might be looking at this too logically too, right? Like, so you got to think about, is this gonna make you happy in the long run? You know, are you just doing this for financial reasons? Because just because you make more money is not going to mean that you're going to be happier. It's more responsibility as well, you know? Like, that doesn't mean longer hours, less time with your family. What really matters here? What's the value? What is it that you're valuing right now, right? Like, don't get too analytical. You really want to make, the sirens are going off there. You hear that? So, like, pay attention to signals like that. Those are signs. The universe talking to you. You really need to... You really need to learn, there's a sense of loving yourself here, because once you love yourself, then you know your surroundings are just going to start clicking in. You're going to know what you want. I mean, I wish I could convey more, but celebration. You have family here. Yeah, plans, see? This is plans, future. past. This is a foundation. And this foundation needs to come inwards so you can bring it outwards, right? If you got kids, we want your kids to be healthy and happy. And you know, like, if you can manage to get rid of all this conditioning, that you're going to do some great work around you. The universe is going to be bringing in a lot of opportunity for you too down the road. It's just, you got the Fool here at home, a new beginning, establishing boundaries at home, healthy boundaries, you know, like. Okay, you guys, I really hope this helped you out. I'll try to be back. I definitely will be back with monthlies. I apologize if my speech and everything is not conveyed properly with the Mercury in my chart, and Mercury being retrograde. I have a hard time conveying myself. It's quite annoying. And as far as the camera, some people are like, oh, well, it moves around a lot. It's because I'm holding it, and it's my cell phone in my hand, and I get quite jittery when I do these readings. I get a lot of energy that comes through, so I get really fidgety. That's the Sag and strong Mercury. So appreciate your patience with that. I am getting a new camera. It just involves a lot of research and studying because of that Virgo rising. Buying something is not a simple process for me. I actually, like, it's a lot of work. It's a headache is what it is. But I will have a new camera hopefully by next month. Alright, you guys, have a fantastic month. Best of luck to you all, and I will talk to you next month. Ciao for now.